everybody is doing well. So, we have learned a lot about mindfulness. How many of you had the chance to practice being mindful of your emotions? Raise your hand. I'm really excited to hear how that worked out for you. And I hope you continue to use all the things that we've learned so far. So we're going to learn something new today. So we've learned a lot about how to be mindful in still and quiet moments. But are we still and quiet all day or even most of the day? No, we're not. We do a lot of getting up and moving around. And you can use mindfulness no matter where you are or what you're doing, no matter how still and quiet or how active you are. So today I'm going to teach you how to be mindful of your body as you're moving around through life, as you're moving within your environment. This is going to be very helpful for those of you who are in classroom settings or live with families. Some of you might share a bedroom with your sibling. We all share life with other people in some way, shape, or form throughout our day. And so this is going to help you be mindful of your body in your environment as you move through it. Being mindful of your body can help you stay safe and keep others safe as well. Okay, so we're going to start by staying in our mindful bodies. As you notice, for the first time, I'm actually sitting in a chair to do our mindfulness lesson today. I know many of you do your mindful lessons in your chairs, and that's great. We sit with our feet flat on the floor, and we sit with our good posture and your hands on your knees. So we're going to stay in a mindful body as we learn how to do this. The first thing we're going to learn is being mindful of our arms. How many of you raise your hand throughout the day? That's something we do a lot when we're at school, right? Maybe not so much when you're not at school. But at school, before we speak, we should always what? Raise our hand. Okay, so I want everybody in your mindful body get as still and quiet as you can. A mindful body is a quiet and a still body. I want everybody to raise their hand like you would if you have a question, but as still and as quiet as our body is right now, I want you to try to keep your body that quiet even when we start moving. Okay, ready? All right. We do that a lot all day long, right? This time, I want you to do what we just did in slow motion. Okay? And everybody knows what slow motion is, right? Like you're taking a video with your phone and you hit the slow mode and it's like, oh, right? So we're going to do slow motion, but I want you to do this and I want you to be mindful of every part of your body and how it feels, especially your arm. I want you to slowly lift one arm and notice if your arm feels heavy or light. Does it change as you move it? Notice the temperature of your arm. Notice if it changes from here to here. Notice the way your clothes might feel on your arm. Just notice everything about how your arm feels. We're going to do this slow motion. Ready? And kind of weird, I know. But how did that feel? You can pause the video and share. Okay, we're going to try this again, and we're going to use the opposite arm. So whichever arm you used the first time, we're going to use the other arm this time. I want you to notice all the different feelings you might feel. And right now, in our mindfulness activity, we're being mindful of moving our arm. And so you can use your arm as your anchor right now. And your anchor word can be lifting, lifting, lifting. So your mind and your thoughts don't drift to what the other person next to you is doing, or how weird that guy looks doing it, right? Or how silly Mrs. Robertson looks. You're not going to do that. You're going to keep your focus on how your arm feels. Close your eyes if you need to, and use your anchor word, lifting, and focus only on your arm. And then as you bring it back down, your anchor word can be lowering, lowering. Okay, we're going to try it again. Ready? Go. Good job. Okay, pause the video again and share if you noticed anything different on that side of your body versus the first side of your body that you tried. Okay, now we are going to practice mindful standing, just like we practiced our mindful arms. Okay, so I'm going to first show you what that looks like. We're going to do it the same way in slow motion. So I'm in my mindful body, and I'm gonna tell you everything I'm feeling as I do this mindful exercise. So I feel pressure on my feet, tension in my legs, standing. I feel my back lifting tall, standing straight. My arms feel heavy down to my side. Sitting. Feel the warmth of my hands on my legs. And then I feel the chair and my feet getting lighter now that all the weight's not on them. Okay. Now I want you to do this with me this next time, and I don't want you to use your words. Your voice stays quiet because we stay in a mindful body, but in your mind, I want you to notice how your body feels as you rise and as you slowly sit back down. If you need anchor words to stay focused, you can say standing, 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 sitting, sitting, sitting. If you need that, but remember it stays in our mind and it doesn't come out of our mouth. Okay, let's do it together. Ready? And slow. Take 2 deep mindful breaths. Good job. Pause the video and share how that felt in your body. All right, so why do you think that we move so slowly when we are first practicing mindful movement? Well, sometimes you have to practice things slowly before you get better at it and are able to do it more quickly. When you first started moving around as a baby, did you just hop up and start running one day? No. First you had to crawl, then you had to walk, and then eventually when you got better at those things, you were able to run. And then the more you run, the faster you get. So that's the same thing with mindfulness. We start out very slowly and be very mindful of our bodies and every part of how we feel. Temperature, tension, heaviness, lightness, pressure, all of that. And the more we do that slowly, in slow motion, the more mindful we become of our body and the more aware we are of our body and the different things that we're doing in our environment. So the faster you can do it. the more quickly you can be more mindful of how you move within your environment. And pretty soon, you'll be able to move through your world just like normal and stay very mindful of your movements. And you're not going to be, accidentally running into something or someone, right? When we become mindful, we are in much more control of our bodies. So, now I want you to practice what we just learned. Remember how you were mindful of how your arm felt as you moved up and down, as you rose from your seat and you sat back down. I want you to slowly go get your mindful journals or get your MacBooks or your iPad or whatever it is that you do your journaling on. I want you to be mindful of your arms as you are reaching for that, as you slowly move out of your chair maybe to walk over and get your device, as you are looking for it, as you are around other people and waiting to not get in their space. As you get what you need, you slowly sit back down, you open up your device or your journal if you're at home and you're doing it on paper, and you're sitting at your desk or somewhere in your home or at daycare. I want you to slowly move through your environment and be very mindful of every part of your body from head to toe as you get prepared to answer your journal questions today. Okay, I hope that this helps you, and your challenge this week is to practice moving mindfully. You can practice walking mindfully in the hallway. Feel how it feels with every step that you take, being mindful of the distance between you and other people, being mindful of how quiet your body needs to stay in the hallway or other places that you go throughout your week. I can't wait to hear how this helps you. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.